95% of what you do today was decided by your past. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. You think your problem is strategy. It is not. You wake up Monday, coffee, laptop open, pub tab, energized, ready to win the week. 2 to 3 tasks done. You feel unstoppable. Then little voice whispers, you should do more. And in minutes, not hours, everything collapses. Overwhelm, confusion, self-doubt, too many tasks, too many ideas, too many responsibilities. And just one person to do it all. Then comes the escape hatch. Maybe I just need a better strategy. One more course. Then I'll stop. That's not a productivity problem. That's not a strategy problem. That's a pattern, and it runs on schedule. We are what we repeatedly do. Aristotle. You think your problem is strategy. It is not. You think you need one more course. You don't. The real problem is you're working 14-hour days micromanaging because you're afraid you will take that past mistake again, the one that cost you everything. You think that gives you control. But what it really gives you is full sense of control. Maybe 20-30% of the control you actually want. That's the confusing part. You get some of it, but not enough of it. So you keep on doing it. And here is the part that nobody talks about. It also gives you connection, validation. Your peers, your partners see you're working hard. You get attention, which gets mistaken for love. And love and connection are some of the strongest feelings a human can have. So you fall into victim hard work guy mode as a way to get the feeling of being loved. There is nothing wrong with wanting those feelings, but you want to get them in the way that serves you 100%. Here are 3 lies keeping you stuck. Number 1, you think you need more skills or strategy. Number 2, you think your inner game has nothing to do with your results. Number 3, you are smart and you think you can outthink the problem. The third one is the most dangerous because you can't think your way out of the pattern that lives below thought. Dr. Joe Dispenza research makes this uncomfortably clear. 95% of who we are by midlife is an unconscious set of thoughts, behaviors, and emotions automatically programmed into our biology. Read that again, 95%. That means when you sit down to make a business decision to delegate or not, to hire or not, to charge more or not, only 5% of that decision is conscious. The other 95% is your past making the decision for you. You are not running your business. Your history is running your business through you. Sadhguru calls it a software. Karma is like old software you have written for yourself unconsciously. Your whole system functions according to it. Based on information from the past, certain memory patterns are formed and keep reoccurring. Think about that. You're a sophisticated, intelligent business owner running on software you wrote during your worst moments, during the failure, during the loss, during the fear, and you probably haven't updated since. This is the one reason why you might be stuck. The real problem, it starts early, unknowingly. False identity created by society that tells your value is measured by the size of your bank account. So you chase someone else's dream. You post how-to content every day thinking information is the answer. You hustle, you grind, you perform. But people don't need more information. They need to see what is actually running them. Here is what I have learned working with hundreds of business owners. There are 2 types of people stuck in this pattern. Type 1, never delegated. They do everything themselves because they believe nobody can do it as well as them. They are not wrong yet, but they're also working themselves in the ground, pivoting it. I ask them one question. How long can you live like this? Until when? How soon will you hit the ceiling? I don't give them the answer. I make them find it. Because the moment they say it out loud, they can't unhear it. Type 2, over-delegated and got burned. They trusted someone, lost money, lost time, lost control, and now they micromanage everything because of that past told them. This is what happens when you let go. For them, the answer is not delegate more. The answer is how much can you give away without losing control? Give away the mundane, the repetitive, not the decision making. Same behavior on the surface, completely different route. And the solution depends entirely on which route it is. The emotional payoff of staying stuck, safety in doing, potential validation, control is stronger than the need to change. That is not weakness. This is how the mind works. The mind is not loyal to you. It is loyal to feeling. It craves it. It has no idea if the way it gets that feeling is good or bad for you. It just knows it works and it will keep running the same pattern until you make it conscious. What another year of this pattern actually costs you? Now, before we talk about the solution, let's talk about the price. Here is what another year of this pattern actually costs you. Dreaming about the life you want but not living it. No quality time for friends or family. Not enjoying your success. Always pressure. Always stressed. For what? Time you can never get back. In the name of the business, no time to grow, no time for hobbies, no time for fun. And the research backs this up brutally. 68% of entrepreneurs work more than 50 hours a week, and it is destroying their output, not improving it. Harvard Business Review found zero productivity gain beyond 50 hours per week, with 15% more errors on top. Working 12-hour days is associated with 37% increased risk of injury. 87.7% of entrepreneurs struggle with at least one mental health issue, anxiety, burnout, or financial stress. LinkedIn data shows hustle culture career stalls 30% sooner, plateauing after just 5 years. You're not working hard because it works. You're working hard because of the pattern that tells you to do so. And the pattern does not care about your health, your relationship, or your result. It only cares about the feeling it gets from staying in control. This is not about working less. This is about working from a different place, a place where you are making decisions, not your past. When you finally see the pattern, life and business change, not slowly, fast. One of my clients went from 18-hour days to building a company of 18 employees in under a year. Your work is crap. You work 18 hours for 1,500 euros. That is 70 euros per hour. Your health is crap. You never see your family. And when you do see them, you overspend to make them happy. Then you overwork yourself to death. And I told him he needed to duplicate himself. And he did, 18 times. Another client was stuck in micromanaging, working 14-hour days. He got a team for just 1,000 euros per month. They do 50 hours of his work per month. He went from being owed £50,000 to being paid £100,000 in 1 month just from one client. Another client called me and said, "Thanks to you, I'm signing a deal to work less," meaning he has more life, not less money. And me, I found a friend who helped me understand how fitness actually works. Now I eat as much as I want. I never count calories. I never eat anything I don't like. I train less, and I'm fitter than ever. So when you know the pattern, how things actually work, life gets better in every area, not just business. Real control is not doing everything. Real control is this. You can now see how your mind works. You recognize the pattern and the trigger, the ones that in the past would keep you stuck. Now you can reframe them and make them work for you instead of against you. Because here is the truth about the mind that changes everything. The same emotional payoff that kept you stuck can be redirected. The need for control, use it to build better system. The need for validation, let your results speak instead of your hours. The need for connection, build it through presence, not performance. The mind craves the feeling. Give it the same feeling through a better part. One client now has 50 hours extra per month. Saturday spent foraging in the forest with his partner. Time for family, real time, not a freedom lifestyle, a real life, They already had the knowledge and the intelligence. What they needed was less pressure and stop working in a fight or flight mode. Now, for me, the worst thing than having a problem is not knowing you have one. If you found the problem, celebrate. Now you can fix it. You want to see the pattern? Good, because most of the people, they say they want to see it, then run away from it. Here is the exercise I give every client who is serious about actually changing. Take 10 minutes. It will show you more about what is running you than any course, any strategy, or any coach ever did. Step 1, the audit. Write down 15 to 20 things you personally touched last week. Everything. If you touched it, it counts. Emails, decisions, tasks, calls, edits. All of it. Most people have no idea how much they are doing just to feel in the control. The list will show you that. Step 2, be brutally honest. Go through the list. Label every single item of one or two ways. Only I can do this. It is genuinely strategic, directional, vision level work. And I did this to feel in control. Not because it required you, but because it makes you safer. No neutral category. Be honest. This is where most people have their first real moment of realization. Step 3, the question that cracks it open. For everything you labeled yellow, ask yourself, what do I think controlling this would give me? What am I afraid to lose if I don't control it? Think of a feeling, not a result. A feeling. Is it safety? Is it relevance? Is it validation? Fear of repeating a past mistake? Your answer will give you the payoff, the one which keeps you stuck or playing the small game. Now that you know, you can use that same payoff in a way that actually serves you. What can you control? Control that even more. Make a list. Be honest. Do it. Your future will thank you. The pattern has been running you. Now you can see it. And as Sadhguru says, if you take charge of it, your life will become beautiful. Not because you worked harder, not because you found a better strategy, but because you finally stopped letting your past make decisions for your future.